Hello and welcome to the King's Guards channel fan account. It's great to have you joining me today, and we are starting today's video off in Green Park. And as you can see, there are many of us walking towards Buckingham Palace, which is just ahead of us. Green Park is a wonderful park, and this is between Piccadilly and Buckingham Palace. So we have just left Green Park Station and are walking along this path, which is just a few hundred meters away from Zone 1 and the incredible palace itself. So we are going to be watching changing of the guard today, everyone. It's Monday, the 8th of July, and it's a beautiful day today. We do have clouds in the sky, but the sun is peeping through, so let's hope it stays dry for today's change. Now, this park is a different park to St. James's Park, even though they are next to one another. The only difference is the Mall is between this park and St. James's Park. So it could be one huge park, but it is named differently. So how is everyone doing today? Do let me know down in the comment section below where you're viewing from. Always lovely to know where our fans are based in the world. So just ahead are the most magnificent gates that we will be walking through, and then just behind we will see thousands of spectators coming to watch today's change. And I do have to say, the parks are so nice to walk through towards the Mall and towards busy central London. It gives us a lovely little break between the sometimes madness surrounded by these palaces, as thousands of tourists are trying to witness this incredible tradition. So the parks are a lovely little place to escape sometimes the craziness. Oh, and here we have some police officers on horseback next to the little kiosk here, so probably having a coffee. Yes, officers having a coffee just before they start their shift and to help crowd control. Aren't they lovely? These horses are incredibly well trained and calm. Very nice. Well, I hope these officers have a nice coffee and are able to assist with anything that is needed today. So thank you very much to them. So here are the gates. These are the gates of Canada. So we can see here these are the Canadian gates, everyone. So you can see that they have a lovely, nice finishing with gold paint here, so we can go nice and close. And you can see through there the memorial itself. Just exquisite design. And there is the palace, so let's walk through or just around these gates as they're not open, and we will uncover the palace. And there we are, Buckingham Palace. So we are going to walk around to see what is going on. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the full video. So we can see in front of the palace gate itself, it is incredibly busy. So it's jam-packed, shoulder to shoulder, from the cordoned off area, which is here with the red ropes, all the way towards the fencing itself. So it really is a waiting game as crowds form here, usually a couple of hours before the guard change itself. So we are going to walk around Victoria Memorial to get a different glimpse of the inspection before changing of the guard. So the guards this morning will be inspected at Wellington Barracks, which is where we are heading to, and then they will march towards the palace. Along here, they will march along this red road and into these side gates here. And you can already see that there is a guard in the sentry box waiting for today's change. So let's continue our walk around, and hopefully we can cross the road and head towards Wellington Barracks, where we can get a super close view of the guards themselves. Now, Wellington Barracks is a lesser known destination to be able to see the guards up close. Obviously, people here are tourists and they may only get one chance to see the change, so it's understandable that they come towards the forecourt of the palace itself. What a magnificent backdrop that is. But come with me and I'll show you a great view. Now, rumour has it that there will be a little surprise today, so let's keep an eye out for that. And if it does come true, you will see, so fingers crossed. And when I see it, I will show you and tell you what it is then. Okay, so let's just nip across the mall. So the mall is out of use now, ready for the guards to march along. So we've just crossed the mall and now we are on the other side. So we are circling around the palace, and to the left is the beautiful St. James's Park. How incredible is this view? So we can see over in the distance the Millennium Wheel and Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament. And Big Ben is actually officially called the Elizabeth Tower, but it's known as Big Ben as the bell inside Elizabeth Tower is called Big Ben. And obviously there is a lot of attention on the Houses of Parliament at the moment because of the general election and the new Labour Party that have formed our new government from the 4th of July. So as you can see, the pathway that I've just walked around is quite empty. But over here, it's jam-packed. Everyone waiting patiently. Now, it is a lovely day, not too hot, but definitely not too cold and wet and windy, so perfect for everyone today. So that's fantastic. So let's continue towards Wellington Barracks. So through the Australian gate. Hello to everyone watching from Australia. This is your gate. Let's go through. And Wellington Barracks is just ahead. So the guards form up in the morning and are inspected before the official handover of changing of the guards. So these guards will be inspected for at least half an hour, if not longer, before the changing of the guard. So the whole changing of the guard from a fan's perspective, meaning what we can see, starts at around 10:20, 10:30 and finishes around midday or just after. So a good 1 hour and 45 minutes or so. But I'm sure there is a lot more going on behind the scenes. So it's a long change for all the guards. So here we are, let's cross this road. So this is Birdcage Walk, everyone. This road is Birdcage Walk, and we are now just in front of Wellington Barracks itself. So let's have a look. So we can see that the band of the Irish Guards are forming up this morning to play. But we are going to head down towards where the actual guards are, so we can catch a glimpse of them under inspection this morning. So just along this gated area, we can start to see the guards through, and we will hopefully be able to get a frontline view of these magnificent guards under inspection. So let me see where we can go. Well, this will do. So let's zoom in and have a little look. Doesn't get better than this. We can see the Irish Guards under inspection with a frontline view. Just fantastic. So we can see that they are being inspected, so their uniform has to be immaculate. Nothing will go unmissed. Let's just pop around here. So this is the view that many people don't know about. So we can actually get a better glimpse here than in front of Buckingham Palace itself. So let's just zoom in for a little bit more detail. So these guards are in perfect formation, and they essentially have to pass this inspection in order to be able to march towards Buckingham Palace for the change. So now these guards, after changing of the guard, will have an incredible view of when they march from Wellington Barracks to Buckingham Palace. And like I mentioned, we may have a surprise coming up. So fingers crossed. But you can see it still is busy here, just not quite as busy as Buckingham Palace. So I do have to hike this up, or we can just view through these bars here momentarily, and then we will set up in front of the gates where they will march from. Just incredible, the conductor there guiding the band. Magnificent musicians. So let's head over towards where we are going to set up camp to be able to march and walk along with these guards. And we can see that there are the police horses here. Maybe these are the police men and women that were drinking coffee this morning. I don't know. But how wonderful are these horses? Okay, so this area that we are currently in front of will have to be made available. So these are the gates that the guards will be marching through. So in about 5 minutes or so, no one will be actually allowed to stand where we are currently standing. So I'm going to head across the road so we get a frontline view. So let's head across the road. So, crossing the road again, lots of police forming up here for security. Even though it seems very peaceful around here, obviously the area is an incredibly safeguarded place, so lots of security around, visible and undercover. Never underestimate how much undercover security is around the palaces. So we have a perfect view, everyone, of the gates, of where these guards and musicians are going to be marching through. And like I said, the people here will be asked to move to the sides so that the gates can open. Now, I didn't mention that the Irish guards that were being inspected have a specific coloured plume on their bearskin caps. Now, the Irish Guards have a teal coloured plume. So the plumes are made out of feathers, I believe. They may be made from ostrich feathers. Do let me know in the comment section below if you know what feathers they are made from. I believe they are ostrich feathers, so you let me know what you think. And the Welsh Guards have a white and green plume. The Scots Guards don't actually have a plume. And the Coldstream Guards have a white plume, and the Grenadier Guards have a beautiful red plume. So that is a very simple but effective way of being able to tell which regiment we are watching. So these cute horses are actually facing one another. So one of these horses will lead the way of today's march, and the other will protect them from the back. So one horse in front and one horse behind. And we can still see that the musicians are playing this morning. Now they usually play around 3 or so compositions, and then we know that the guards are fully inspected and ready for the changeover. Now, the current guards at Buckingham Palace will have been protecting the palace for the last 48 hours. So the guards essentially change on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. So actually it's Monday today, so that would mean that the last change was yesterday. So then I believe that the guards currently guarding at Buckingham Palace, which is just over here, have been there for 24 hours. So a shorter shift, I believe. Now, this is where the guards will march along. Now, did you hear that horn? I believe it's called a bugle. The bugle has just sounded as the regimental colour, the flag, will be carried to the guards now, and then they will escort the colour towards the palace. And now you can see this police lady here is asking people to make way and to clear the area in front of these gates. Getting a nice stroke. Such a lovely horse. Oh, that's so nice. So the police officers here are super friendly. Lovely. So you can see that the police officer was holding something up. Now, unfortunately, he was holding up a sign saying beware or caution of thieves and pickpocketers. So obviously you can see that it's incredibly busy, and this is unfortunately a perfect situation for thieves to take advantage. Now you can see the colour is being carried. So this gentleman is going to be asked to leave the road. So no one allowed on the roads during changing of the guard. Everyone has to be behind the barriers, as we are. See some gentlemen in some nice bowler hats and with their umbrellas. Such a classic British look. Now, any moment now, the guards will be leaving Wellington Barracks, and as we have just seen, some gentlemen in traditional suits, bowler hats. I believe today there are some special people watching changing of the guard. Now, look at this magnificent gentleman here. I believe that was the drum major, so he will lead the band. And there are many tour guides here, so this gentleman, I believe, is a tour guide. So, such a fascinating place to be able to take a guided tour. As there's so much going on, and this country has an incredibly rich history, such a wonderful place to visit. Now, let me know down in the comments below, have you been to London and when did you visit? Which year? And did you see changing of the guard? Now, not to worry if you haven't, because this is why you can watch our videos. Some very smart looking ladies here have just left the gates and they are walking on the road, so they obviously have the right to do so. And this lady in uniform will probably be taking the lady in the long coat to the palace forecourt itself. So basically a VIP view. So if you are new around here, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for joining the King's Guards channel fan account. We are the #1 account about the King's Guards. So welcome to the community. Do make sure to subscribe. And if you would like to support the channel beyond watching, do consider becoming a channel supporter. You can see the QR code on the bottom left side of the screen. Scan that and you will be able to join, or click the link in the description below. It's greatly appreciated. So as you can see, there's lots of movement going on behind the gates at Wellington Barracks. So such a fantastic place to be able to observe from a different angle the changing of the guard. Now, let's see if this gentleman here, that we can just see, let's walk around and have a quick glimpse if he has the surprise I am talking about. Let's have a look. If we can see. What is he holding? Let's have a look. Well, he is holding something, but that is not the surprise I'm hoping for. But still, we have time, so let's see. I believe this man will be playing the bugle soon. And you can see the incredible details on the tunic, just remarkable. And it's busy behind the gates.
We've got another cracking spot, would you believe?
So
fencing here.
It's not usually busy behind these gates, so they have a VIP access today, which is just fantastic. So probably friends and family of the guards themselves. So we are going to head back to the previous situation that we had, or the previous spots that we had. And it is getting busy now. So we can see that this police officer here just intervened with someone riding on the road or walking on the road that wasn't supposed to. So you can see that these police officers are always looking around them and making sure that rules are abided by. So these horses are incredibly nimble. They may look very relaxed and almost docile, but they can absolutely move when they want to. And crowd control with these horses is incredible. And obviously when it is very, very busy, you can always see these officers as they are a good couple of feet taller than everyone when they are on horseback. So easy to spot when in large crowds. So that was the bugle played by the gentleman that we just saw a few moments ago. Now, there is definitely something going on today which is extra special because we have an official photographer here. And we are going to be seeing whatever this photographer has been focusing on any moment now. So I'm very excited to see. And I hope you are too. And I just want to thank you again for watching today's video. It's great to have you joining here, as it is, on the ground here in London. And if you're enjoying these long form uncut videos, do let me know. Always a pleasure to get feedback. Now, this guy is on the shoulders of someone. People will do anything to catch a glimpse of these guards. Let's see if he's going to be allowed to do that. They usually don't like people climbing on top of one another, or you're not allowed to actually stand on fences either. So the gates are now opening. So are we ready? Yes, we are. The march will begin any moment. So we can see the police lady is making sure that no one comes onto the gated area. Yep, move off, move off. Making sure no one is on. Look at that. Feet off the road. Feet off the road. So, remember everyone, these are the musicians of the Irish Guards, so Band of the Irish Guards. So look out for their teal plume. And the drum major leading the way. Fantastic. So now they will head towards Buckingham Palace. Fantastic musicians with their brass instruments leading the way, and just behind we can see the colour being escorted. So a wonderful frontline view, everyone, of the King's Guards themselves marching. So great to bring you this remarkable view from London to wherever in the world you are watching from. Let's zoom in for a little bit of a closer detail. Look at the teal plume on the right side of these bearskin caps of the Irish Guards. So now thousands of tourists will flood towards the palace itself. Look at that, there is a sea of people following these guards. Now, we are not going to follow the sea of people because it will become incredibly congested. And we don't want to be stuck in that crowd, but look at that, everyone. So the good thing is, changing for the guard through videos is that you don't have to get stuck amongst the crowds. But still, it's a great atmosphere here. Just amazing. So now those guards are officially going to take over and protect the palace for the next 48 hours. So I am going to wrap the video up there, everyone. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a pleasure taking you around. If you're new around here, do make sure to subscribe. We are the #1 channel about the King's Guards. Welcome. And do consider becoming a channel supporter. It really means the world to us, and it helps us to continue creating incredible content like this. So with that said, see you soon in an upcoming video. Have a great day. Ciao for now. But just have a quick look before we end this video. We might have a great little glimpse of Britain at its finest. Now, don't these fine gentlemen look dapper? Just amazing. So I wonder if they are going to go. Yes, they are. They are probably heading towards the palace itself. And even though it's a fine day, they have their umbrellas with them. Okay. Goodbye and see you soon in an upcoming video. Ciao for now.
Placed by this lamppost here. So come round on the